Guess who's back? Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm making another dress. This time I'm using real fabric. Surprise! Got this from Joann before they closed, so I'm getting ready to use it. It has like this shiny side like this, like a little something to it, and then this side is like the dull. Oh wait, no. Ooh, I said that wrong. Right? Okay, yeah. So it has this side, which is more like, I'm gonna call this the outside, because you can kind of see it has a little something to it, and then the inside is just plain. It's kind of bland. It's hard to tell on the camera, but I think you can tell. Let me show you from here. See, it has like a little glimmer to it, and then this side just a little bit dull. So this is going to be the outside of the dress, and I'm going to pick a pattern that I've already worked with. I think I'm going to use the pattern from Pattern Scout, and it's in my book. I've already used it. It's meant to be a knit dress, so that it doesn't have a zipper or any kind of way to get in and out of it, but I'm going to add a zipper to the back of it, or some kind of closure. It might actually be just ties. I'm not sure, because I kind of want to do something a little bit different than a zipper, but I definitely need something to put there to get in and out of it, and I'm really considering some ties. So we'll see how it's all going to turn out, but I'm going to just cut into this, and if you want to see that process, then I hope you keep watching. Here's my book, and I have the Mia dress. This is Pattern Scout's dress pattern, and I have it in a size 12 right here. I'm just gonna get these pieces all across the table, and I'm gonna cut it out. But oh, I am making it short sleeves. I have to do that too. I forgot that I want it to be short sleeves. Oh wait, this thing has a collar, like that kind of collar. Yeah, I think it'll be fine for the summer anyway. I'm doing it. Like I said, I'm gonna do short sleeves. This is the sleeve right here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice and easy. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice and easy. We shall see, but it's gonna be. So normally this would be cut on the fold, but because I'm making a back seam, I'm just giving myself this extra space right here to fold it over or do whatever I need to do. So I'm just gonna cut this through. I'm going to start by connecting the skirt panels right here, and then serging them. And now I'm going to attach the bodice pieces at the side seams right here. And now I'm going to connect the sleeves. So I'm just going to fold this over and sew it down this way, and then attach it to the bodice piece. So this is almost coming out to be like a fail, but I'm going to keep going. I got to see what the end's going to be. So this here, I had to reprint this middle section. I had recut it. So these two are size 12. Is it focusing? The two outer panels are size 12. This inner panel here is size 14. I had to redo the bodice because it didn't fit. This is originally meant to be made on a knit fabric, so it should be stretchy, but I cut it out a little bit bigger, so I just figured it would work because I have done this before with a not so stretchy material and it was fine. But no, it's not doing what I expected, so I had to redo that middle bodice section and the back bodice pieces in a size 16. The sleeves are still a size 12. So a size 12, size 16, size 14, and size 12. Now I'm just going to combine these pieces together, and when I tried it on, the back of the bodice is not really connecting, so I'm going to probably have to add some strips of material, one strip on each side, so that I can close it in the back. I still don't know how I'm going to close it, and then it's so plain. You know, I just need to, I feel like I really need to add some kind of embellishments. I'm thinking about a ruffle on the sides here. Maybe not across the middle, because I don't want to give like a bulgy look in the middle, but around the sides maybe. And then I kind of want to do some kind of embellishment around this part in the seams. I don't know. I do need to close off the neckline, because this piece has like a collar which sticks up. It's almost like a turtleneck. Of course, I don't want that in the summer, so I'm probably going to trim this down and then just do a bias tape closure around the neck, and then still try to figure out what to do in the back. But I'm still working on it. I'm not giving up hope. Update. Okay, so this project, sister girl right here, has taken on something new. So this is the inside of the dress, the way it's laid right here. You're looking at the inside of the dress, supposed to be. I now want to make this the outside of the dress. I wasn't that pleased with this shiny side being the outside, so what am I left with now? Exposed seams yet again. If you saw my previous video, which I will link below in case you want to check it out, I made a dress with exposed seams. My plan was not to do that again, but it turns out that I am going to end up doing that again, because I like this side better. And I'm going to show you what it looks like with the shiny side out, and then I'm going to flip it so you could see what I'm talking about, because I just want you to see. If you don't agree, that's fine, but I'm making this the outside. So what I had to do was, or I actually didn't have to, but it came to me and I thought it was a great idea. So I just went online and just did some searching, found some stuff on Amazon. Here it is. This is like trimming, 15 yards of trimming for like $9, I think it was. I will link it below in case you want to check it out, in case you want to purchase any. It's gold trimming. I'll show you a close-up once I take it out of the package. Then I have some appliques, and I'm pretty sure these appliques are iron-on adhesive, so that you can iron them on and then stitch them once they're ironed, so that the placement is secure. So I have a 10-piece pack of very nice appliques. I'm going to place them on this garment in different ways, as well as the trimming all around the seams, because I have to cover the seams for sure. So that's what the trimming is for. And then when I thought of the trimming, I'm like, well, if the appliques go with the trimming, everything will be cohesive, and the gold on each, even though they came from two different vendors, it perfectly matches. So I'm placing the appliques the way I think they should go, and I'm not even using all of them because I can't, I can't be doing too much. So I'm getting ready to lay those out, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to lay those out. And then on the back, I was going to do like some ties around the back, because this was originally going to be very plain. But now that I'm putting all those trimmings and things on here, now I'm just going to do a zipper. It's just going to be a black zipper. The zipper is in the mail. I'll be getting it soon. You probably won't even know that anything has happened, because by the time it gets here, it's just going to flow right in. So obviously, yeah, so I'm going to put that zipper in the back. I'm going to cover up all these exposed seams, and we're going to just do something different. Now, again, this was an accident. I'm calling this a beautiful accident because I feel like, I just have a very good feeling that this is going to be a nice dress. So stick with me and let's see the final reveal at the end. Okay, so here's the shiny side that I gave up on. It's okay. It looks all right, but not really my... I'm really just not feeling it. I don't know. The shininess is just not working for me. Maybe in another garment, but not this dress. So I'm gonna show you the other side. Okay, here's the other side. Not fancy at all, plain, basic, but something about this just works better for me. And then with the gold added on, I think it's gonna be saying something. All right, so this is it. Just a basic dress at this point. And let me just explain really quick a little bit more. So I'm gonna just do a regular like bias binding around the collar, around the, or the neckline, not really a collar. And then I don't want to put the trimming on every single seam. So the seams that, there's only 2 seams that I'm not going to put it on, and that's going to be these 2 sides right here. I'm thinking to not do that, so I'm going to put some strips of the material down the sides right here, just on this part. But the rest of the way down will be the gold trimming. So far, I'm leaving these the way they are. It has the rough selvage edge, which I don't think is going to come apart. It's just the edge that it came with when I bought the material. So did I wash this material? No, I did not wash this material. But that's okay, because I'm going to treat this very special when I wash it anyway. I'm probably going to dry clean it anyway, so no problems there. And then the front half of the dress, the whole front panel is going to just be the rough edge. It's the same edge as here. And then I'll probably just do a rolled hem for the back panel, so it will match, because right now it's longer than the front. So I'll do a rolled hem so it'll match, and then the front edge will just be different, but that's the way I want it to be. And then that'll be it. And so I'll just show you a little bit of the appliques being placed and attached and all of that, and then I'll just jump right into the reveal. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I really don't want to talk about it, but of course I have to. I had to take apart the neckline in the back because I'm working on adding the zipper right now, and I sewed a nice bias neck and I had to unpick it, just the back part, because this is not laying the way I wanted it to for the zipper, and I have to put it on the mannequin in order to get the zipper in. So all of this needs to be smoothed up, which is making the neckline go all the way up there, and this is where the band was. So I'm gonna have to cut that off to make this neckline even, because it has to be like this. It's hard to describe now, but I had to show you the process because sometimes things just don't work out, and this dress has become like an ongoing project. It's just one thing after another, but it's okay. That just means the outcome will probably be, you know how you put a lot of energy into something and it makes you appreciate it even more when it's done? Yeah, like that. Okay, so these are iron on. I just checked the Amazon item and it doesn't give any instructions in the package, but it definitely says these are iron on. So you're supposed to just lay, you're supposed to just lay a fabric over this and press it down for about 20 seconds and then turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. But I already did just stitch this side down with the machine for the most part. There's a few little petals that I didn't do because they're small, and I think I might just go back and do them anyway. But I'm going to stitch this one on, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing it because it's kind of fun. But for the arms, I think I'm going to iron those because they're very small. And then if I need to, I'll just go back. Actually, I am going to go back and just stitch over the areas that I ironed just to secure it. I'm just going to show you how I'm stitching this on with the machine just in case you want to see that.